Hello, I am Florence Nabenje, a student intern with Makers Place Ghana as a STEAM educator. You are welcome to my project named Human Body Detection. So with the Human Body Detection project, simply use Pictoblox to program our system in order to detect a part of the human body. And then with this particular project, I'm going to program my system to detect the hand and be able to use my hand to control a game. So to start with, first of all, I need to create my game in a space backdrop. So I go to the backdrop and I choose a space backdrop. So when I click on choose backdrop, I have different types of backdrops. So I look for space backdrop and I select this particular one, and then I have it. Then I go back and then I choose the sprite I want to use. So I want to use a monster, a bullet, and then a rocket ship. So I go to sprite and I choose one sprite at a time. So when I'm done choosing the sprites I want to use, then I can program for each sprite. So I start with the rocket ship. So with my rocket ship, I first of all activate my green flag by using the when green flag is clicked block from events. After that, I need to load or import the extension that will be able to help me detect the human body. So I have to go to extensions, and then from there, I can see human body detection extension. So when I select it, the palette loads for me and I have the blocks under the human body detection extension. From there, I can turn on my camera. And so I use the block turn on video on stage. Then I choose my transparency. Because I want to show my rocket shape, I want to show my monster, I want to show my bullet. I don't use the 0% transparency because that will make my hand very bright. So I use 50% transparency so that I can show my sprites as well. From there, then I set the size of my rocket ship. So I set its size to 50%, and then I set its position. So the X position should be 0 and the Y position should be negative 40. So 0 is in the middle for X position and negative 40 is the button for Y position. So that is where my rocket ship is positioned right now. Then I import the forever block to allow my code under it to run forever. Then I bring in the analyze image for hand to allow my camera or my system to analyze my hand when I place it on my camera. So now the particular blocks of code we are using, we are using the human body detection, but then I want to use my hand. So I'm telling my system to analyze the image of my hand from the camera when it is placed there. So if I show a different part of my body, it will not detect except my hand. And after that, I then tell my system when I press the space bar, it should create a clone of bullets. After that, it waits for about 0.5 seconds. And then if the system detects my hand in the camera, then it should set the position of X to the position of my top index finger and set the position of Y to negative 140. So I change the positive to negative, so it's negative 140. So this is my code for the rocket ship. Now I go to code for the bullet. So for the bullet, I'm saying that when I start as a clone, remember at the rocket ship, I told my system to create a clone of bullets. So when that clone of bullets are created, then I'm telling my system that it should set the X position of the bullet to that of the rocket's X position and set the Y position of the bullet to that of the Y position of the rocket shape. Then I want to show the clone of bullets that will be made. After that, I want to repeat my program. As long as my system, or as long as my bullet is touching the rocket shape, or my bullet is touching the edge of my backdrop. So once it touches, then I should change the Y position by 15. At the end, and after it has gone down, after it changes by 15 to a particular position, then I expect to delete that particular clone. Then I go to code for my monster. So just as the same way I coded for them, I code for the monster. And then the monster comes in different costumes. So I want to change the costume of the monster. So when I run the program, you see that my monster will keep on changing. And then I'll create a clone of my monster as well. So once I run it, then I'll have my monster being changed, and then there'll be a clone of the monster created. And once the clone is created, it has to show. If not, it won't be visible to me. Now, I want to set the X position of the monster to any random number between 200 and negative 200. But I want to keep Y constant at 180. And then I want to repeat until the Y position goes below negative 50. Okay, I want to repeat until the Y position goes, it shouldn't be 50, until the Y. Yes, so I'll continue changing my X position and keep the Y position constant. But when my Y position, so once my Y position is more than 50, I'm going to keep on changing my Y position by -5. That is, I'll allow my clone, or I'll allow every individual monster to be dropping. So if my bullet touches the monster, then I'll delete that clone of monster. If my rocket ship touches the monster, then I'm deleting that monster as well. So this is the code for the human body detection, where I'm going to use it to play the game. So I'll run my code and then we'll see how it works. So I'll click on the green flag first of all. So when I click on the green flag, I can see my monster is changing because I said when the green flag is clicked. Okay, so I can't share these two at the same time. So I have to turn off my camera. Okay, so now let's run it. Okay, so when my green flag is clicked, I have started. Now I am required to show my hand. I raise my hand. So you can go through the code and see. So this code is running. Now I need to click on the space bar to continue because I said when space key is pressed. So I pressed my space bar. System is a bit slow, but yes, this is supposed to work. And so what is expected is that when I press the space bar, the bullet is supposed to be released to the monster. And then the direction should be the direction of my top index finger, this particular finger. That should be the direction of the bullet. So thank you very much. Watch, like, and subscribe.